call me a racist.
Oh my God! It is episode 159.
149.
149.
149.
Oh, thank God!
I think it's 149.
Of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah. No. Oh, and we're back. Should we even apologize that we're back for the third time? We're back, part 3, everybody.
You fuckers know the deal.
Because are masochists.
we have taken many time hiatuses, but now that we're back in town, we'll be back to once a week for a little bit.
Yeah, a lot has changed since we last seen each other.
Yeah, you're bald.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. You're so old.
Oh yeah, dude. I still have a better hairline than you, and I'm bald.
You do not have a better hairline than me.
And I'm bald. Really, bro? You have a 6 head. I have a 3 head. I get clowned on for having a small forehead. You get clowned on because people play football on your forehead. Oh, got his ass. Hello.
People play football with your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a motherfucking oval head.
When you said football, I don't know why I became British. I was like, yeah, they play soccer with my head.
Yeah.
Dude, last time we did the pod, it wasn't even on camera. We were in the car.
We were driving to LA.
To LA.
Yeah.
And then that whole week you stayed with me.
Yeah.
And then for 1 week.
For 1 week.
Yeah, and then you you never got to try to talk Jack in the Box.
No, you guys never took me to Jack in the Box. You took me to In-N-Out twice. You were like, you took me to In-N-Out because In-N-Out is your shit.
Yeah.
You're like, I love In-N-Out. It's the best burger. And you took me.
Yeah.
And you ordered it for me. I was like, hook me up, man. Because I trust your food stuff. Like, I like your food. Here,
for the people that know, In-N-Out, so they get the regular double. I don't do that. All right, I go above and beyond. I get the 4x4, which is 4 patties, 4 cheeses, and I get grilled and raw onions. I get toasted buns. I get pepperoncinis on it and pickles, which is like, like people don't know that you could do all that. So people just go and get the double, which is good if you like simple stuff.
Yeah,
like you or like Idem.
Yeah,
I like simple stuff. So I ordered you like the shit that I like. I like a messy burger.
Yeah,
and I ordered you that.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah, bro, I'm eating it. I look over at your plate. It's like a salad over there.
Yeah, dude, it was like fucking...
The bun is on the floor.
It was a fight. It was bad. I mean, it was good, but it was a lot to handle. But it was really good. Mm-hmm. But I think it just got so built up in my head.
Yeah.
That I think it didn't quite live up to my expectation.
Right, we shouldn't have hyped it up.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't just you, it's everybody. Everyone says In-N-Out is the best. In-N-Out is the best burger. I'm like, am I just fucking dumb? Like, do I not know what tastes good?
No, I
not trained my mouth?
You know what you like.
Yeah, I like shit.
You like fried chicken from the gas station.
I like the Sunoco cheeseburgers.
Which I don't blame you. I like Burger King from the Bola. I like gas station Burger King.
Yeah, but I like burgers. I know good burgers. I know when a burger is shit, and I know when a burger is good. I knew it was good. I think that you know what else? I think with a burger, I don't want the tomato and I don't want the tomato and the lettuce. I just want the cheese. And the onion. I like the onion too. Yeah, I like some onions in there, but I think the tomato just gets in the way.
Really?
I think so.
Why? You think it's because it's cold? Maybe. Oh no, because the onion's cold too.
It's like a texture thing. I think it's the texture and the flavor. I mean, what does it do?
The tomato?
Yeah. What does it do?
I don't know what any of the thing in there does that isn't the meat and the bun.
Yeah.
But I just like it in there.
Yeah. It gives it a little contrast. It does, like, it gives it something to work against. It's like, here's your burger, but then here's your tomato, and there's a lot going on. But I like the onions for the crunch. I like the texture.
Yeah,
I like the lettuce too. I think it's just the tomato. I just don't want the tomato on there. Whoa. So I need to go back to In-N-Out and just go give me the burger. Just give me the cheeseburger.
No tomato.
No tomato.
But everything else.
Yeah, I think so.
So you don't like the tomato in In-N-Out?
I didn't like the tomato at In-N-Out. You got shit tomatoes.
And I get In-N-Out tomatoes suck. In-N-Out fries are not great. They suck. In-N-Out fries suck.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they do to them. They get cold the second they give it to you.
Right.
Like if you're in the drive-thru, they're like, here's your burger, and here are your and they're freezing.
Yeah. They gave you the last guy's fries because he didn't want them. He brought them back.
Yeah, dude.
And then they gave them to you.
Dude, everybody that gets fries at In-N-Out, it's always the last guy's fries.
Yeah.
They only have one box of fries at In-N-Out.
Yeah.
It just goes in rotation.
Give him the fries.
They're like green because they're like no one's gonna eat them.
Yeah, they weren't great, and I had heard that too. Everything that I had heard was like, it was. I mean, the fries thing was spot on, but the burger thing, look, it was good. But I think I just went in with such a high expectation, and also the first time I had it, it was a goddamn mess because it was a 4-stack.
Hey, yo, that's my bad.
Nah, I think I tried to be like you, big bro.
I tried to get you like me, bro.
I'm stuck, bro.
What was that? What was that in reference to?
It was Gamma was trying to make a I'm stuck step bro joke. But he said I'm stuck stock bro.
I'm stuck bro. Dude,
this guy just like got on the headset.
We had such a great time in California.
We had a lot of fun.
And we just did not see each other or talk to each other until 4th of July. Which is crazy because you left like June 16th.
Yeah,
you left June 16th. And
yeah, the 15th, the Father's Day is when I went back home.
And we didn't see each other for like was that like 3 weeks maybe?
I got back 2 weeks after I got home, and then like. I got back Monday. I saw you Friday for the 4th.
Yeah. Oh, how was North Carolina? You went back home after my place. You went to your home.
Yeah. Wait. Did anything else happen before North Carolina?
Well, in California?
Yeah. That day we recorded the pod. We then immediately went into L.A.
Yeah.
And we drove up the Pacific Coast Highway from Grand Theft Auto, which is the highway you go on the...
Yeah.
It was
PCH.
awesome.
Dude, I've never been up that high.
Yeah.
And it was all black.
Yeah.
They really anti-gentrified it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
No, it was...
Power to the people.
Yeah, it burned down.
Yeah, black houses matter.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
It's a Mark Norman-ass joke.
that shit was crazy because like there was like brand new cars that were like... The tires were gone. And it was just like black.
It looked like we remember we saw that G-Wagon.
Oh yeah.
And it looked like an ancient car.
Yeah.
Based on the color.
Because it was like rusty.
But then it was a brand new G-Wagon.
It was just
weird. And that Porsche too.
Yeah, what was that?
You saw that Porsche?
It's called Palisades. That's what it's called. Yeah, the Porsche. The Porsche, and then like a bunch of houses were just like it was crazy because some houses were like half gone.
No.
And I was like driving to seeing all that stuff, and I was thinking, why these are like the richest houses I've seen in my life. I can't believe they're asking for donations. They were like, it was like the first time we're like at the Oscars. They were like, and we gotta donate to the people. And I was like, what, dude?
Yeah.
Have you seen Skid Row? It's been like that for 20 years.
Kevin Costner is no longer able to do cocaine while looking at the ocean.
Oh no! It's It's wrong. The wrong.
Yeah,
emotion.
It's like the Sarah McLachlan in the eyes of.
It's just them driving by in their Porsche, getting roadhead doing cocaine.
Yeah, and then they're looking at where their house used to be, and they're like, and then they drive to their other house.
Bro, that is some South Park ass shit. Have you seen? Remember the South Park episode when LimeWire was a thing, and like the guy from Metallica came up, and he got mad at everybody for downloading the music.
Oh yeah.
That's what that felt like in the Oscars.
Yeah.
When they were like, guys, come on.
Yeah. Did they ask for money in the Oscars?
Yes, bro. They were asking for donations.
Yeah.
This happened like years ago anyway, or like months ago. So.
Yeah, that was interesting. But that was really fun driving up that road. But there was the damper on it of I didn't have all my jokes for the roast that night.
Oh yeah.
I could never really enjoy it.
Right.
Because, I mean, I did enjoy it, but it was still like in the back of my head, I was like, I don't have a full set list.
That's the worst.
Because I was going to do that roast battle at the store that night. It was an important roast battle. I mean, I did it, and it didn't really change much, or anything.
No, I've heard a lot about you since.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that you're fucking half a momo.
That I'm gay? And that girls beat me up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That joke sucked, dude.
I'm not gonna speculate on her jokes. Dude, so you do it.
Dude, one of the girls' jokes, she goes, which by the way, it was a joke that you have a scar on your lip.
Yeah.
I've known you for 4 years. I've never noticed the scar.
It's right there. It's just a little bump. It was the question was, what were you in?
I kissed you before.
Yeah,
on the lips, and I've never noticed a scar. I felt around with my tongue.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
It was the name of comedy, people.
It was for the joke.
It was for the joke. It was funny.
Yeah, dude, you were so pissed when we did that sketch. You were like, this guy wrote a sketch where he kisses me. You called Iram and you were like, this fucking guy, I don't know about this guy. You were like,
remember that sketch where I kissed him?
Intercepted?
It was the interception sketch. Anyways,
our famous word.
So this girl writes a joke. She goes, yeah, Luke has a scar on his lip, and that's because I gave it to him backstage because he wouldn't shut up. It's just crickets. It's like, that was the joke,
dude. She goes, and I had just made a joke about her mouth.
Oh yeah.
And then she goes, yeah, I gave him a scar because he didn't watch his mouth. I was like, I watched that roast back. I was like, I should have said something about mouth. I should have been like, yeah, I'd love to watch your mouth eat an apple in one bite, or
your horse.
Yeah, something like that.
I started thinking about the small children. Her mouth looks like she eats small children. I don't know.
I never did that one.
No, I know, but I'm so married to that one. I don't know. It's just a funny visual.
Well, sometimes I think like maybe if you had done that one, then.
Right,
but I didn't see it.
I should just heckled it from the back. You eat small kids.
Yeah, like so. You remember, like you didn't think the Coachella was gonna work,
right?
And then I just knew, because I knew how I was gonna say it.
Oh, well, people could watch this roast.
It's on Roast Battle. That was the day that we recorded the last pod. If you want to see the roast that we went to, it's on. Roast Battle LA, just the main Roast Battle page.
Yeah, and just look up Luke Davis Roast Battle.
Luke Davis, Ash Casanova, from the Comedy Store. But so we got off the highway, and then it was like, we went to the Santa Monica Pier,
right?
And then it was like, all right, can you? I was like, can you help me write this joke? And you're like, yeah, I'll help you. So we walked around
Santa Monica
and we found the joke in like 10 minutes. Like,
yeah.
And we really just put our heads to it which really just goes to show.
Right. Well, I think what clicked is you were like, just throw anything at the wall. It doesn't matter if it's shit.
Yeah.
And I just started saying a bunch of shit and you were insulting me.
Yeah.
And then like one of them stuck.
Yeah.
Which I forget which one it was.
Well.
Oh, it was a DUI one.
Yeah.
And then that led like a threat too.
Yeah, DUI was like, we were like, something's about the DUI. This, that. Oh, the map, and then yeah. So we were like, so I was like, boom, we got it. We're locked. I'm ready to go. It's a great feeling, It's like,
You
okay, I'm good. I have my
jokes.
My jokes. I have my lifeline.
Yeah.
For this set, because I mean, like if you don't have the jokes for stand up, maybe you can pull it off.
You can like riff it off, like
but
just praying that someone weird is in the crowd.
Yeah.
Praying somebody.
Yeah, but if you don't have the jokes for roast, you're fucked. It sucks. You have to do homework every time you do a roast, and if you don't do your homework, you fucking eat a bag of dicks. So
we get the jokes.
We get the jokes, and then we go to that bar.
We find a random bar.
Yeah, we just stumble into a bar.
Well, we're like, let's have a drink, and then we had plans. We're like, let's have a drink, and then we'll go to Mac Miller's house because I've never like drove to it, but I heard it's like up the hills.
Yeah, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to see this town. I want to see like what's good here. And so we stumble in, and I order a drink. You had to take a shit.
What happened? That's what happened. I really had to take a shit, bro.
Yes, yeah.
Because at that point you didn't want to drink anymore. You were like, I could do whatever with a drink or without a drink.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, same. But then I was like, dude, I gotta take a shit because you know me.
Yeah.
You know me and my asshole.
You gotta take a shit.
I gotta take my asshole. I'm not in control, dude. People say like your heart and your mind. Bro, no, for me it's my asshole and my taint.
Yeah.
They're in control.
I got two heads, my head and my asshole.
So my asshole was
your asshole thinks more than your dick does.
Yeah, dude, way more. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
Bro, I've ruined so many plans with her and my friends because I had to take a shit.
Like,
let's go. And I'm like, all right. And my asshole goes, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We got to stay up here for 15 minutes.
That's better than just ruining plans by you took a shit.
Maybe just be shitting in line at the Jamba Juice.
Frankie, are you okay? Yeah.
There's like a 5-year-old behind me.
Yeah.
Smelling my...
He did it.
My man
fucking
shit.
Shut up. Don't say a goddamn word. You take it out, you shove it in his pants. Shut the fuck up. Little poopy pants over here. Let's get out of here, guys.
That man's molesting that kid. No, I was shoving my Yes, I was my last again.
Yeah. I mean, yes. Yes, I was. That's right. Take me to jail. Whoa, Frankie was a pedophile, but he never shit his pants.
But he never shit his pants. That's the good thing.
That's good.
That's what they say about him.
That's good.
Well,
that we dodged that bullet.
So we go into this bar. I really got his shit. And, bro, so we walk into the bar. So two stories happen when we walk into the bar. Because, like, I order my beer, and I run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And there's someone in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, fuck. And, like, I could feel the sweat. It
was bad.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
And, like there's, like, sweat and tears.
What do we eat? We ate the same things for that whole week.
Oh, dude, my parents' food. They have that habanero salsa that I always put too much on my fucking tacos.
Oh, yeah.
And it always happens to me, bro. Every time I eat that specific salsa, which it's only habanero, lemon, and onion.
Yeah.
That's all that salsa is. And I go, oh, this is amazing. And I pour a half of it in every taco.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That was good, though.
Yeah. No,
the food was great.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm like, oh, fuck, there's like tears coming out of my fucking nose. And I'm like, bro. And like I walk back to you. I'm like keeping an eye on the bathroom because it's just a straight shot to the hallway. I see the guy come up, bro. I run, I sit down, I squirt, and I hear like someone pulling on the door, and I'm like, oh god. So I'm thinking, like, all right, whatever. I got the emergency part out. So I wipe, I get out, I leave the bathroom to like.
Dude, you're so like worried about people getting mad at you about taking too long in the bathroom.
Dude,
like you just got in there.
My biggest fear is that there's a line.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But you know there wasn't. You just got in there.
No, I heard someone like pull the door. And also it was a bar, which taking a shit at a bar is like it's the worst because everybody's peeing.
Yeah.
So it's a bar and they had 2 stalls and one of them was a women's stall. And so
2 stalls, same bathroom, 2 stalls in the bathroom, men and women just shitting right next to each other.
Yeah. No, sorry. What in it was
I like that.
Not stalls.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Just
2
bathrooms.
rooms, 2 bathrooms.
2 bathrooms. Yeah.
And like the single bathrooms. So I get in there. They immediately pull on the door, and I'm like, oh god. I leave the bathroom, and nobody's there. And I'm like, well, whatever. I got it out. I go to the back. I sit down with my beer.
You cleared the emergency. Now it's like,
yeah.
You got to just kind of clean up the evidence.
What?
Did you?
What was that? What?
Did you wipe all your ass?
I did.
Okay. All right. All right.
So I went. And then fucking.
Oh, it just all. It just cleaned house.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the guy pulling on the thing, I would have sat there and waited to see if more came out. And there was more in the chamber. But there was somebody waiting in line, and I was like, "Oh God, I can't have somebody being mad at me."
Yeah.
So I cleaned up, I left, and I sit down. Oh, and I see there's nobody waiting in line. The guy who pulled on it walks out of the women's restroom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, fuck!" All right, so there's no one waiting in line anymore.
Yeah. Not only was this guy not waiting on me anymore, he's the type of guy that would go into the women's restroom.
Right.
This guy's a piece of shit.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was gonna clap, but I already did that.
So, here's another thing that I think about going to the bathroom. Why do people go in the bathroom after you take a shit and they smell that you took a shit and they go, "Ah!" It's like,
well, I mean, yeah, that's true, but they can't go.
No, but just don't.
Yeah, just be an adult, sir.
Yeah.
Next time that happens to me.
What do you think I was doing in there,
bro? Yeah, next time that happens to me.
I was in there for a long time.
Oh, come on. No,
when you take a shit,
she doesn't poop. Right? My fiance does not shit. I would like to say on the record.
Okay. 2 times for the ferry.
Oh yeah, but all right. Okay, little side quest here. We're at
so you just agreed with me?
We were no. I'm agreeing with you.
I probably do it too, but I think it doesn't make sense.
I don't do it audibly like that. Like ow. But side quest. We had just started dating. At the same time, someone in her family started dating somebody else, and I'm trying to get in the bathroom at her sister's house, and there's somebody in there, and I'm like, oh, whatever. So I'm like taking laps around the house, just going through their drawers. I'm just like taking laps. I come back and it's still in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like waiting. It's like 10 minutes. Finally, this fucking chick comes out with fairy wings, and I'm like, oh. It wasn't even Halloween.
She was pooping with her wings
She
on?
was just dressed as a fairy, bro.
Oh my god.
It wasn't even Halloween. And then I like walk in the bathroom, and bro, holy shit, dude, it smelled like I shat in there. It smelled like I went in there, shat, farted, and sharted all like through my mouth and ass at the same time.
Oh yeah.
And dude, all I had to do was pee, and I peed. I was like, oh, and then I'm like holding my breath, bro. I walk out, and then her brother-in-law goes in like right after me. So now he thinks I fucking took his shit in there. So like ever since then, I do not care for that fairy.
Yeah. She's in the family?
Yeah, she is now, bro. She's
Did I meet her?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
But anyway, so
Yeah, you always are disgusted when you smell a woman has shit.
I don't think I'm disgusted. I think I don't expect it, so it takes me by surprise.
All right, you're like, oh man, this is weird.
One time, bro, and I apologize. There's probably somebody eating right now. We
always talk about shit.
I know, dude.
Talk about shit probably more than we've talked about anything,
bro.
On this pod.
The other time,
it's funny.
The other time I was disgusted by a woman's shit. It was at a apartment party.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was fucking
and it was her place.
Yeah.
And you were like, you take a shit at your own house.
Disgusting. Well, she was like a hippie chick, so it was even more nasty.
She is kind of a hippie chick.
Yeah, she had like
she
had like armpit hair. She had like the dirty dress on.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, of course it smells like that in here.
Dirty shoes.
Dirty shoes.
Traipsing through the mud.
Dirty shoes without soles on them. So
she was like, let's climb the fence. Hippies always want to climb the fence. Man.
Anyways,
dude, wait, can I tell you something? A sidebar real quick about since we're talking about this subject. So on Tuesday, I was moving out, and that morning I went to In Between Dos Cafe.
Oh.
And I got 2 coffees, and I said goodbye to them.
Yeah.
And they gave me a chorizo burrito for free.
What?
They gave me a free one. Because I have gone there for so many years and gotten chorizo burritos. And so it was really nice. I was like, thank you guys so much. And then I split it with Renzo. Renzo had half.
Yeah.
And then we start moving, and my stomach is hurting.
Oh, nice.
My stomach is upset.
Yeah.
And it just, I was just miserable all day, or not all day, but for a couple of hours, it was like it was just queasy. It made it. I'm sweating. It's just like I think I did shit at some point, but it wasn't like bad. I got through it, but it was. And then on Sunday, I went to Los Hermanos, and I had a pork, a carnitas torta.
Torta, okay.
And it was the same thing, same exact thing.
Wow.
And I was like, I can't eat pork anymore. I'm fucked. I'm fucked for pork.
You're
I can't.
Muslim.
Yeah. So I had a doctor's appointment on Monday, and I go to see my doctor, who I told you about him, the guy that was like,
oh yeah,
the guy that's like, you need to get on the bike.
Bro, yeah,
the wind is in your hair. Like,
wait, tell people about this doctor first, because I don't think you've said it on the pod.
I went to my primary care physician is a doctor's office in my neighborhood where nobody speaks English, and the doctor is just like a little Mexican guy. And he goes, he was like asking me questions. When he first met me, he's like asking me all these questions. And he's like, you have roommates? And I was like, yeah, I have 3 roommates. He's like, oh, I never had roommates. And then he was like, he was like, who are the roommates? Are they guys or girls? Yeah. And I was like, one is a guy and 2 are girls. And he was like, oh, that is terrible.
He hated that one.
Yeah. And then he was like, and then I had him feel some tension in my neck, and he was like, you're fine, that's not gonna kill you. Maybe the roommates just like open his mouth really
horrible.
But then he was like you need to he was like I can't take the accent, but he was like, you're stressed. He's like, I'll try. He was like, you're stressed. And I was like, yeah, I have anxiety. He's like, yes, you need to like get on the bike and like go for a run and just like feel the wind in your hair. And I was like he ran.
That was his prescription.
He ran his fingers through his hair while he said that. He's like, feel the wind in your hair.
Oh man, this
And then he was like,
fat fingers.
And then he was like, you need to take magnesium. And I was like, okay. He was like, take this one. And he turned his computer around and he had a picture. He had a picture like from a Google result of a bottle of magnesium. And he's like, take that one. And I'm like, okay. He's like, take a picture of it. So I took a picture. I took a picture of his computer screen. But he's really fun. I really like him, but I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Every time I go see him. But so he took some blood from me.
Right.
I've been there 3 times in like 2 months.
You love this guy.
I love this guy. So he took I took an STD test, and I'm all clean except for the big one, you know. And
He's got AIDS.
I've got AIDS. No, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Except for I have HSV type 1.
Ladies.
Herpes simplex. I get cold sores. But a lot of people have that.
You know who has that?
Half of my sisters.
Yeah. A lot of people have it.
Everybody has it. It's just
Some people have it and it's dormant.
and some people don't have it active.
Yeah.
You have it active.
Me?
No, I said
It's pretty.
Oh.
Yeah. It comes around every once in a while, but it's mostly dormant. But anyway.
a lot, right?
Oh, what? No, it doesn't hurt that bad.
It doesn't
It's
hurt?
fine. No.
Hmm.
You just fart?
No.
So anyway, so I have I have this pork thing, you know.
It's pork, yeah.
And then I go to his office on Monday, and I'm like, he's like, what's going on with you? I'm like, I can't eat pork anymore. And he's like, I told him that would happen, and he's like, let me ask you, did you have salsa with the pork? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, so you need to eat the pork with no salsa and see if it is the salsa or the pork. So he prescribed me to eat pork with no salsa. And I was like,
dude, this guy sucks. Well, how much is your fucking charge? How much do you pay every time you go see this guy?
like $15.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's probably why.
yeah, it's fine. I like him. I don't care.
No, that's great.
He's just
that's some shit like
I don't care. It's just like going to see a doctor is really for peace of mind for me. I'm
You're
just
right.
like, yeah, like he's like, you need to exercise, and I'm like, okay, and then I go exercise. I ran today. It was great. I went to that park and ran Forest Park. I ran like 2.5 miles, and
Nice.
but it was like. It's so nice. You got to come with me because you don't have to cross roads, and it's in the
No,
trees.
I can't run right now. I gotta.
It's in the trees and stuff.
Toenail
Oh
again.
shit. Okay. Anyway,
So, he says go away and eat pork again.
he said you need to test the pork with no salsa. What if I do it and then?
Have you done it?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck? That's so funny. That's how you know you're a real procrastinator.
Yeah.
It's like he tells you to do something, eat something you actually like.
I've been a little scared.
And
To,
you're like, I'll push it
I'm
off.
like a little scared to eat the pork.
We'll eat it without the salsa.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if that's what it is. I think it might just be the pork,
Really?
but I don't know. But then what if I eat it and it's fine? And he's like, okay, now you need to just eat the salsa.
You ate pork in California though, which that wasn't too long.
I eat pork
before.
for my whole life. I've eaten pork, and
Yeah.
it's not been like this. And then all of a sudden and I've eaten it with the salsa,
So
the
you're
salsa
fine.
verde.
You're fine.
I
bro.
don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Nothing is going on. You're fine.
I think I'm probably fine.
Yeah.
But I need to test it out. Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, I will eat pork again,
Yeah.
but
I will eat pork again.
I will eat pork again for sure. But anyway, so you took your shit
Oh yeah. So I take my shit
at the bar,
at the bar.
and we're like, we got this night planned out. We're like, we're going to In-N-Out, we're going to Mac Miller's house, and then we're going to the Comedy Store.
yeah. Wait. I'm not done with my shit story though.
Okay, go ahead.
So the guy walks out of the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, thank God. And I run back into the bathroom. I'm in there for 2 minutes again, bro. And they pull in the door again. And this time I didn't even get a squirt out.
Brutal.
So I'm like, oh, dude, I just get back up. And then I walk to you to the bar. And you're talking to a guy.
Yeah, I met a guy.
So
Randomly.
we'll get to that.
There's no story there.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then I walk back to the bathroom. And then the guy, the guy's out. Oh, sorry. Every time I walk into the bathroom, a pool, no one's there afterwards.
Yeah.
Because they keep going inside the girls' bathroom.
Right.
So then I go back and then I squirt again, this time for reals.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of my story.
Okay. Oh God.
What?
You finish you punctuate a story about you shitting with a 4. You're a nasty motherfucker, man.
Period.
And then I shit.
That's because the people couldn't hear it from the.
Yeah.
And then
So
we're hanging out in the.
so then we go out back and we're just like having the beer and I'm like I'm gonna write down all the jokes and then we'll go do all this fun stuff. I want to see LA. We have like a few hours to kill,
Yeah.
and then we're the only ones out there. And then this guy walks out and he's got a mic stand and a PA system and a microphone and a little notebook.
Yeah.
And you clocked it immediately. You were like, God damn it. This is stand up. And I was like, because I didn't want it to be, I was like, no, it could be anything. This could be music or, you know.
Yeah.
And you were like, is it you? We asked him.
No. I clocked it because they have musicians play inside of the bar.
Right.
We were in the patio.
Yeah.
They usually have comedians away from the bar.
Get in the bag.
Yes, the guys started setting up in the back of the bar.
That is how it should be, though.
Yeah.
Comedy should be something that you stumble into in the back. Oh, what's going on back there? Oh, this is... And if it's good, then
You
great.
stay. Yeah.
And if it's bad, then you... Okay, let's go back up there.
Right.
Music is, like, different. Music is,
Ambience.
Yeah, you walk in and it's like, oh, they got music here. I want a little break from the music. Let's go to the back. I think that's... So I don't necessarily think it's just because stand-up, people don't respect it. But
Right.
it could be part of it. But I think maybe that's how it started, but I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Stand-up should be tucked away a little
Right.
bit. Yeah.
Because we're saying crazy shit.
Yeah, we're saying crazy shit. Also, you need like a vibe. Like you need a you need an isolated vibe.
People need to want to hear stand up for it to work.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. There's so many variables to stand up.
Right,
It's life's greatest mystery to me how stand up comedy works. I don't
That's
know.
great as mystery.
Yeah,
Huh.
but
We'll consider the Bermuda Triangle more of a mystery.
okay. Well, maybe.
Then
How do you? What about doing stand up in the Bermuda Triangle? That'd be crazy.
I mean, that'll make your
See how
tongue
Mia is
explode.
affecting me.
No.
I'm picking up her isms a
No,
little
I
bit.
didn't notice. I didn't clock that at all.
Okay. She does that.
Stop trying to be like, you see how it's affecting me? No. Well, let me just amp it up a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, so
we asked the guy, and the guy's like, "Yeah, it's open mic night," and we're
both
like,
fuck.
"Yeah," because we can't be like, "Oh, it's open mic. Okay, see you later."
Yeah. On principle, we were both like, we stumble into this bar and there's comedy. We have to do comedy.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? I like that. I like that we stuck to that,
That was
because
good.
that's. I don't think we should ever lose that.
Right.
Some people, I've heard people say like, I can't wait to not do mics anymore, or like get out of the mics. It's like, do you like stand up?
still stage
Do you
time.
like doing stand up?
Yeah.
Like it's just doing stand up.
It's so scary.
Yeah, but it's so fun.
But
anyway.
yeah, and I ended up having a good set. So I was
Yeah,
like,
you did have a
I
good
was
set.
happy about it. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Because the whole time I was like, oh god, they're gonna hate me. Because
Yeah.
like when I started doing stand up in LA, they hated me, bro.
Yeah.
I had like my group of friends, and I would go around doing stand up, and I was like, oh, everyone hates me here.
Yeah.
So it just
And they did.
It just took me
I
back.
heard about it in Raleigh.
Dude, I know, dude.
Yeah.
We're travels.
It was bad.
like fucking
They hated me there too.
Paul Revere. Yeah, like, hey, there's another guy that they hate in California. Maybe you guys can meet up in New York.
Yeah, you guys go to New York and make a little fucking video.
We'll be over here doing the jokes.
Yeah.
So it just took me back to like being in LA, and I was like, oh fuck, bro. Like I just,
Yeah.
I just had the
Going
most,
back to where you started is fucking
it's
tough.
Yeah, it's
I had
really-
only good sets, only fine to good sets in Texas and California, and then I went back to NC and I did 3
Oh nice.
shit sets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing stand up where you already said it.
yeah,
You said it, pal.
yeah. So,
So
but
we do the mic.
I didn't even
Oh,
get on.
you
But
didn't get on.
that fucking guy, I
That
was
guy-
like, hey, I got to get over to the store, and he was like, yeah, you'll get on.
The guy sucked.
That guy sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was like, oh yeah, you'll be on the way before then.
Yeah.
Didn't even get on.
Could have juiced it. Could have just thrown
Yeah.
me a bone. You know,
Yeah.
had no respect.
No respect.
That's okay.
I tell you.
Whatever. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. But
Well,
Still.
come on, man. You said it.
I couldn't have said it better than I did. I just did. But yeah. So then we book it over. So you get on. I say fuck it. We can't get on. We got to run back to the car. We run back to the Santa Monica Pier. We book it over to the store. And then we get there, and it's like 10 o'clock. The showtime is 10 o'clock. and then the show doesn't start for like 45 minutes because comedy
Yeah.
is a fucking it's a bunch of bums.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
And also driving in the store is such a magical drive.
Yeah.
The route I took, I went like the opposite way that you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god.
You wanted it to be like you were trying to replicate, which I can totally relate to. When people are in New York, I'm like, we got to go down here and have a little fucking and then we'll go over here and we'll take a look at you were trying to recreate everything that you
because the Comedy Store is on Sunset Boulevard. It's on top of the hill, and if you're driving up Sunset Boulevard, you see like the billboard signs, you see like the restaurants, you see kind of flashing lights, you see like a strip club, you see a train, and then you kind of like go up a curb. And it's just a sign that says the Comedy Store. And it's the only black building. Yeah. And it's like flashing. And you're like, whoa, dude, there it is. Holy fucking shit, the Comedy Store. Yeah. What I did, I took you the other way. Yeah. And also, not only did we not drive up to it, I parked like a mile away. Yeah. And then we walked to it from the backside.
You were like, but to your credit, you were like, we're not going to. This is your experience. Like you were like whatever, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, I don't want to like bring that up when I realized that I was driving the wrong way. Yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, dude, if we would have came the other way, it would have been way better. Right, I didn't want to be that guy. Yeah, I was like, bro, this is your first time at the Comedy Store. You need to have your own experience. It was great. You fucking.
I had a great time, dude. We showed up. I immediately rented. We knew a bunch of people there. Like
it was crazy. Yeah, bro.
We'd like. I knew comics in Austin. I knew comics in LA. Yeah. Like. Yeah,
I always feel like I'm never gonna know anybody there, but like the longer I do stand up, the more I go there, the more I'm like, oh fuck, I know like people here, and it's amazing.
Yeah, that club is great. I don't think there was really much of a story there, just a great time. You know, like got to hang. They're kind of nice to comics there. They're kind of like there's like a vibe of like, yeah, hang out.
That's funny because Sam Morril has like the complete opposite experience. He goes, fuck the Comedy Store, they're assholes to comics. Okay. But so it's everybody has their own experience.
Well, Sam Morril gets to be in the cellar since he's 19 because Jews are
really?
I think he got it. I think Sam Morril has always felt very welcome at the cellar because of the Jew thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like they kind and it's not nothing wrong with that, but I think it's like
there's anything wrong with that.
They kind of like locked in, like SD and Noam.
But he like knew them and stuff, because by that logic, like Brooks and Sam and Zach would be in at the cellar too.
I think he might have. I don't know. Now I'm just talking out of turn. But all I mean to say is like, yeah, Sam, I don't think the cellar feels welcome at all. Right. Well, the cellar is not welcoming to be like the cellar is.
It's not a hangout spot.
No, like it's like it's not. It's like I love the cellar, but it's like
Olive Tree sure is fun. People have these weird ass rules like I'm not gonna eat at the Olive Tree until I get past at the cellar, and I'm like I have a fucking chicken wing, bro.
Yeah, hang out and and then there's like that table, and it's like if you sit at that table, then it's like
but like that's not our time, bro. Like that's another people's time. Like we're like living your own fucking time.
Yeah, like at the store at least they have the decency to be like, yeah, you guys are out here, but if you're cool, you can come to this like little back bar, right, like that whole thing.
Dude, I like eating at the Olive Tree because you see like comics like fucking walking in, kind of like at the comedy, like at the store. Yeah, where you see them like walking in and out, or you see them like hanging out. And it's just fun to watch them. It's like a zoo.
Yeah, the cellar's cool, but it's not like you can't just walk in and be like, I'm a comic, and they're like, oh yeah, well maybe go to the back, And
I think at the Comedy Store we feel like it's better for us because the comics, like the door guys there, they're like, oh yeah, you're like. They're nicer to people who say we're comics. Like, oh, this is another fucking guy trying to like fucking make it out here. Yeah. At the cellar, they're like, you can't come in here unless you've already made it out here.
Right.
So
I guess the store is like the stand.
Yeah, the store's more welcoming.
Yeah, but the stand has its own vibe that's like, ugh. I just liked it. I just thought it was great.
No, the Comedy Store is it's the best club in the fucking world.
I thought it was great. And I don't know what LA comedy is. We did one mic and then I didn't even do the mic and then. I feel magic at the Comedy Store. Yeah, it was great. Bro.
No, I felt it at the cellar too.
I felt it at the cellar, but it was because of how much that place. Well, because did you ever watch like Louis growing up or like all that stuff?
I did watch Crashing.
Yeah.
Crashing.
Yeah.
Crashing is good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
About the comedy story just leading up to it, seeing it.
Yeah.
It just has like even like a smell.
Yeah, it does.
It was good.
All right.
Yeah, it was great. But nothing to report on that. Just had a great time at the show.
Yeah. Oh my God! I know.
Used one of your lines that killed.
Oh, on the
Ugly jewelry.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah.
was the joke you used?
I said you might recognize Ash from selling ugly jewelry at a mall kiosk. That one did great.
Watch it, people. Watch
Yeah, check it out.
Rose Battle, Luke Davis.
I really didn't start hitting it hard till like the fourth and the fifth joke. Like the first three were like okay, they were decent, and then like the fourth and the fifth one like
Right.
psh, psh.
Well, I'm starting to realize where this story is heading to that night.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude. I had to work the next day, so I had to work the next day. So my dad has a truck. I drive it when I'm out there, make a little extra money. Which, by the way, he hasn't paid me for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
how much am I getting from that?
you're getting nothing. You got paid an experience. Okay, but you got paid an exposure.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, boss.
I have to be back in Los Angeles. I had to be back in Compton at 6 a.m.
Right. We were in LA. You had to make a pickup or drop off.
Yeah, the truck was loaded in Riverside.
Okay. So we had to go LA. I'm doing it for them.
Yeah.
LA,
North,
back to Riverside,
south,
then
back to
LA.
Yeah.
And by 6 a.m., it was midnight. We were in LA. And we
was
still had to
midnight.
get to the truck and get back.
It was midnight in LA. It takes 2 hours to get back to Riverside.
Nah,
Yeah.
with no traffic.
It took an hour 35
to get to the
to
truck.
get to the
to
truck.
get to the truck. We got into the truck.
Like at
Also, we
2
had the
a.m.
mile walk. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
to the truck 2 a.m.
You get to the truck at 2 a.m. I have to leave because I have to leave at 4 a.m. back to Compton in the truck this time.
Yep.
So we go to the truck and we sleep in it.
Yeah, because there's beds in the cab, which I didn't know, but that shit is.
That was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
We get to the truck.
I
so
thought it was in the fucking.
I go to the back of the trailer to get the papers. I'm like, I climb up on, I get the papers. I'm looking at them. I look down. Luke is climbing onto the trailer with me. I'm like, what are you doing? And you go, I thought the bed was back here. Look it up, bro. It's in the cab.
I thought we. That's why they call it the truck bed.
So you walk. Adam's laughs are mean, bro. She never laughs. She laughs at you.
Adam loves laughing at me.
Dude, Adam's laugh like hurts feelings.
Well, Adam, it does. I mean, she knows a lot about trucks and stuff, so. So it's fair. Because she drove for many years. She has her CDL. Exactly.
But she didn't know that the bed was not in the trailer.
Because you probably slept with Frankie in there.
Well, no, it's like.
She thought that was so funny.
You ever see a trailer?
Yeah. All right. So
Like,
I tell Luke.
trailer.
So I'm like, yo, all right, get off the trailer.
A trailer is huge.
Yeah, but you can see the cabin.
You can see the cab in the truck.
What they do.
Like,
Well, there's sometimes where it's just the truck with the cab and they're not
Yeah.
hauling anything.
Yeah.
But I just thought that's like when you don't get to have the bed.
that's fucking.
Oh my
That's
god, you guys
amazing.
are so mean.
So we walk back to the truck and then we get in the bed. I let you have the bottom bunk because it's the more comfortable one, and I am a great host.
Yeah.
I let you have the bottom one, and then I climb on top, and I get ready to sleep for 2 hours. 2 hours pass. I wake up. Now I'm back in, which is highly illegal, by the way. You're supposed to sleep like 10 hours
Uh-huh.
or rest like 8 to 10 hours before you drive in a truck. So I wake up, and then we drive to
Yeah,
Compton.
by the way, you wake up, I hear you, I hear the truck start, and I'm like, I'll go back to sleep, and then I hear, hey, Mark. Hey,
yeah.
Joe. You're a fag.
Bro, there's
Whatever
a,
the Tuesdays.
there's a
What?
mute button back there that you could push.
I don't know. I didn't even know the beds were back there.
So we're driving, and you come out maybe like halfway to LA, like an hour into the drive.
No, I came out like halfway through the pod. The pod was an hour. I came out
like 30 minutes.
Yeah, probably coming out like 25 because I was like, I can't go back to sleep, and I'm not just gonna be like, Frank, turn that shit off.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that there was a button, so I was just like, I'm up, so I'll just go and sit up there with him.
You sat up with me, and we're driving together. Which your mom had a great idea. She said we should shoot the podcast in the truck, which we should have done.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
We'll do it next time.
Yeah.
And then, so we're driving. It's 3 a.m. Oh no, sorry. It's like 4:45 in the morning. We're going back to we're making like the same exact drive.
Yeah.
Because we said we're going to Compton.
Yeah.
And then we get to the warehouse where we're supposed to be at. I am like exhausted, bro. I have like bags under my eyes.
How do you think I feel? I had a big show.
So Luke, we get there, and then I got up the dock that I have to back the truck into, and there's a truck already parked there. So I get off and I tell the warehouse manager, I'm like, hey, I'm here. Can you guys move that truck? And the guy goes, oh yeah, we'll get the guy to move it real quick. I don't know where he's at. Just go back to your truck, keep an eye out. When he moves, back in. It'll maybe be like, I don't know, like 20 minutes. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I walk back to the truck, and then you're still sitting in the passenger seat. And I'm like, hey, Luke, hey, could you keep an eye on that truck, please? They're gonna move it, and then like let me know. And you're like, all right.
Yeah. And then you go back.
I get up. I get up to go to the back of the truck to take a nap, and then I see you looking at the mirror. I could tell that maybe you don't see what truck I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, what truck I was referring to, and I'm like, oh, it's that one right there. And you look at it, and then you look back at me, and you go, you're gonna go back there to take a nap? And I was like, yeah. And you go, yeah, a nap does sound good right now. and then I
thought we could both take a nap.
And then I go, yeah. And then you go, oh, but you need like you need like one person up here to let you know when that truck moves on. And I was like, yeah. And you go, all right. And you get up and you fucking, so you know the deal. And you still go, all right.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did, bro. Bro, you were like, you need one person up here. And I go, yeah. And you go, all right, I'm going to take a nap. And then you fucking get up and you blow past me and you go back to bed. I'm still standing up. I'm like, fuck. So now I go, dude, and you fucking snuggle into bed, and I'm just
dude,
sitting there.
I slept so good. That was a great sleep.
I'm sitting there, still exhausted, fuming. I'm like, this piece of shit.
Were you really mad?
I was for like 10 minutes, and then there was a DEF bottle that flipped, and it got your shoes wet. And then I felt bad, and then I was like, oh my god,
yeah, you destroyed my shoes.
I'm like, he's gonna think that I fucking spilled thing on his shoe because I got mad, and I was like, oh. So then I was worried about that for the rest of the time.
Okay.
So then finally,
I woke up and you were immediately like, Luke, I'm sorry. I thought that maybe, or I don't know why I did something so egregious as that. I mean, I was exhausted.
You were probably just tired. No, I get it, bro. When I used to work with my dad, I mean, I would just be in the back of the truck. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to work with you. I'll see you at the end of the shift.
Yes, we're working men. Well, I'm sorry, but I wasn't getting paid.
No. But also, you wanted to live, didn't you? You don't want to have a guy with 2 hours of sleep driving an 80,000-pound vehicle.
Yeah, I should have stayed out there. Sorry, man.
No, it's all right, dude. Just, you're never going to come in the truck with me again tonight.
What?
No,
I'll do it right this time.
No.
I'll stay up so long.
All right, you come work with me for free.
Okay. Thanks, man.
So then, and then I drive to the next place, and then the next place to fucking put a cherry on top. I have to unload it. So like I go back there. I'm like, you guys have a pallet jack? Like, yes. And I'm just back there unloading the truck with a pallet jack while you're inside taking a nap. And all I'm thinking about is like, fucking Luke's taking a nap right now, bro. I'm like, this sounds so great. And I left the truck.
I slept amazing. It was really nice. You were right. Like, it is so nice sleeping while
the truck
is moving and the world is going on.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing.
And then I woke up and you were playing that's Watching the Wheels, John Lennon.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, what is this song? I had never heard it before. And I was like, this song is so good. And then I got up and I was like, hey. And you were like, hey, I ruined your shoes. And I was like, that's okay.
I didn't ruin your shoes.
I wasn't even mad. I was like, well, I think probably subconsciously I was like, we'll call it square.
We'll call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then that was.
And then you're like, I'll buy you new shoes.
I did say that.
And then what happened to that?
Well, I never got paid for the job I did.
Well, you know what? I found shoes in the trash, so it's all.
You did.
Yeah.
You found the coolest shoes in the fucking.
the coolest shoes I've ever worn.
I've never seen you wear cooler shoes.
Yeah,
than those that you have now.
that I found in the trash.
And there you found them in the trash can.
Yeah, but I found them in the trash at the tennis club.
That's sick, bro. Whose trash can was like fucking Oscars?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was wearing them. I was like, get the fuck. No,
Oscar the Grouch people.
Yeah, it was it was like one of those little single use like the trash cans for the water cups on the side of a tennis court.
There was trash. There were shoes in there.
Yeah, someone had just thrown shoes. I guess
they probably had a really bad game.
Oh, they had a horrible game.
Hey, these shoes are garbage.
These fucking shoes, fuck! And then they threw the shoes in the trash.
What were you doing at the tennis club?
Oh, well, I was playing tennis.
Whoa.
Yeah, I played a couple games when I was back home. My parents are part of this tennis club.
Oh, nice, dude. You were playing against strangers?
We did like a men's night, or not a men's night, but we just did like a
and they
group.
finally invited you?
Yeah. They were like, sorry, buddy. You're looking for boys' night. That's on Tuesday. No, but I sucked for that because like everyone there was like part of the club and they like play a bunch.
Right.
So they kicked my ass. But then I was like, that was so fun. I want to go back. So I went back a couple times. I played with my buddy from high school and I played with my dad. And
did you beat your dad?
No, he won the first set.
Whoa.
My dad's pretty good.
Yeah. Your dad looks loose and limber.
Yeah, he was a good player his thing is he gets right up on the net. And also I just was having trouble, but I have rackets and
you just got to hit it up really high.
Dude, that's my like it's not the same as like I have the ping pong swing like in my mind and it's not the same. But I would if you want to play, I'll go play more. They have courts at Forest Park, which I was telling you about. This great park that I now live close to because I moved.
Oh, you live over there now?
I'm like 2 miles away, but there's a bus that takes me right there.
Oh, nice.
I got there in like 15 minutes today.
Sick, dude.
So yeah, you should come with me sometime.
Yeah,
it's fun. But
I think when your dad gets up on the net, you just gotta like hit it really hard and be like, "Get off my house."
Well, the thing is, he gets right up on the net, and then if you hit it to him slow enough, he just like, whoop-ah, like a fly swatter, and just like smokes it. So you have to hit it like over his head.
You gotta smoke it at him, intimidate him. You know, give him a little chin music.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that too. That's another way to do it. A little chin music. Oh yeah, you guys watch tennis.
Yeah, Adam does. Adam's getting me into it. I'm still having trouble with the point system.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's stupid, but
the sets and the games and it's all
best of 3, and then you have to win 6 games in a set to win a set.
Huh.
And then the games you have to win 4 points per game, and then if you both win 3, then it goes to deuce, and then you have to win 2 in a row.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped listening because that's how much confused it gets me.
Yeah, you just gotta play it.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
it's fun.
I have played it. I played it and I smoked her. She thought she was gonna beat me because she watches
it. Yeah. You're more athletic than me. Like, I would fear that because I'm like, yeah, I've played a bunch of tennis, and then we go out and you beat me your first time playing ever. Like,
basketball?
Like when we played basketball.
Yeah, that was my first time playing like for points and competitively.
Yeah.
You were so mad.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed.
Oh, he's so mad.
I wasn't that mad.
We got 7 minutes left on this.
Yeah, so fuck, what else happened? Did anything else happen? What's been going on with you?
With me?
Yeah. We're just recounting our time together.
Yeah, we haven't really seen each other in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've been working like a dog, bro, at this
Yeah.
company. I've been working 15 hours, 16 hours.
Yeah, what's any good stories from that?
No, honestly, not. Did anything funny happen at work? I don't know, bro. I don't. Is it? And I just mashed up together. Oh yeah, I did like an overnight in Albany, bro. We like went.
You went to Albany?
Yeah. We did.
Oh wow.
We did like a job out there, and then they got us a hotel room.
That's the capital of New York. Right?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why would the capital of New York State not be New York City?
Yeah.
So stupid.
They always do that, like, because the capital of California is Sacramento.
Right.
So it's like the same argument. Why wouldn't it be Los Angeles?
They want it to be.
Who had that theory? They're like they don't want it to be where the city is, just in case it gets attacked. They wanted to be like away from the people.
I don't know.
Is that a theory you had? Somebody told me that theory, or I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know either. Because I mean, it's been the capital for a long time before 9/11 and all that shit. You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Whatever. Who cares?
Whatever.
How was Albany? I've never been. I've never even heard of that shit.
It was a bunch of lakes, bro.
Okay. Oh, so it's near like Niagara?
It kind of felt like Vermont. No, it's not near Niagara. I don't think. It's
Okay.
like before.
Yeah, upstate New York just becomes the South again. Like,
Yeah,
it becomes
yeah.
where I'm from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was like.
The East Coast just looks the same, but it's nice.
Yeah, no, nothing really interesting, bro. I just been like working a lot.
Yeah.
And which I can't wait to, because I've been working 6 days a week,
Yeah.
and I just can't wait to not work that much. Because I put in how many days I want to work. Oh, they just hired 2 new guys, bro. If you want to
really?
go work, yeah. I told them.
I don't know, man.
I told them I told my new guy, and they're like, "Is he like a hard worker?" And I was like, "Yes."
For me?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much physical labor you've done.
I've done physical labor, but I would worry about fucking my shit up a little bit.
Yeah. What was that?
Just like messing this up, man.
Missing what up? What'd you
My
point at?
neck. I got weird neck stuff. I don't know.
What happened to your neck?
I fell out of that tree.
Go to your doctor. Your neck.
He said.
Go like this.
He said, "You need to get on the bike." You don't think I would do a good job?
I vouched for you,
Oh,
but I did go. Yeah.
you did. You said it like that.
And they were like, go tell them to apply. I don't think they picked up on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I will. I don't know. You gotta
I
work
mean-
6 days a week.
no, you don't have. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You could. So I put in to work 6 days a week for 2 months, which has been fucking a nightmare.
Yeah.
But then after that, I'm only gonna put in like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, we have that show on fucking
Oh, yeah, we got a
Greenwich,
show in
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
We have a
Yeah.
show together. Who's asking about that? Old Clutch 311. The 26th.
July 26th.
The
Take the
train,
train,
and then
yeah.
the guy organized. What's the guy's name?
Ryan Karan.
Ryan Karan.
Yeah,
He's gonna pick us up.
Yeah.
So
Ryan Karan.
Ryan the Karan.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah, we got a little show coming up. And then I moved. I moved out of my place
Oh, that's
for
what happened, yeah.
for the first time since
4 years.
since
Since
I
you-
lived in New York. I
you-
moved, yeah.
Wow, how's that been?
It's been good. I mean, the new place is much worse than where I lived.
No.
But it's cheaper and the location is awesome.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
That gives you a motive to leave the house.
Yes. I've been going out every day. I've been
Really?
I've been much
you look thinner.
I've been much more. Yeah, I lost some weight.
Oh, that's because you can't eat pork anymore, huh?
Yeah, or salsa.
You're a big pork guy.
I don't know what it is.
You
but-
are what you eat, and you stopped eating pork.
Wait, what was the meat tonight?
Chicken.
Oh, okay. No data collected.
No data coming.
Yeah. Yeah, the place is cool though. I mean, I really like the location and I have my own. It's weird because I have my own room, but I can only access it by the hallway. Because it's like if I wanted to get to it through the main apartment, the way the apartment is, it's like a U. So it's
Okay.
like you go through the main entrance.
Right.
You go through the main entrance here. And then it's like the bathroom, the kitchen, and then the first bedroom, and then the second bedroom.
Right.
And then the second bedroom connects to the third bedroom. So if you wanted to walk through the main door and then get to the third bedroom, you'd have to go through the second bedroom or just go to it through the hall.
Right.
And the same for the fourth and the fifth.
There's 5 bedrooms.
There's 5 bedrooms, but only 4 are occupied.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and one of them is storage. But it's
Okay.
like so my room is just like I don't access my room from
the second bedroom.
the fourth bedroom. I would have to if I wanted to get to my room through the main entrance.
Yeah.
I would have to go through that room, go into the second bedroom, go from the second to the third bedroom, which is storage, go from the third to the fourth, which is John F. O'Donnell's room, and then go from the fourth to the fifth, which is my room. Instead of doing that, I just go into the hallway and then go right to my room, which has a door that leads right into it.
To the hallway.
Does that make sense?
To the hallway of the building.
I walk directly from the hallway of the building into my room. So
Okay.
by that with that, it feels a little bit like I have my own
place.
tiny little apartment.
So like my place before this one, where it was that you would go in and then you'd go upstairs.
But the key with this and the great thing about this,
Nobody sees you going in and out.
I don't have to see anyone if I don't want
Wow,
to.
you could just set the place on fire and leave.
I could just go. I can just
Yeah.
go right in my room, go right out. I don't have to catch anyone on the, oh, where are you going? You know, I only have to
Nice.
do that if I need to, which, you know, nothing wrong with the guys. I like the guys, but like, you know, the whole part that sucks about living with roommates is like
You talk to them?
living with roommates. You just have to coexist. And it's like,
How's
we're men, you know?
Is it clean?
No.
It's not clean.
I mean, it's organized, but
Okay.
it's old. You know how some old places,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Just never looks
this
clean.
will always be filthy.
Yeah, like that place that I had you go check out
yeah.
with that one guy. What's his name? It doesn't matter.
We don't need to
gotta
say.
his name.
Yeah. where what was that place's address? Yeah, totally. Just like,
Yeah.
but it's cool because I have my own little room and I made it. You know, I cleaned it up and I got it where I like it. It's good.
Amazing. Bro.
And
how many of your things did you have to get rid of, or does it fit everything you had in your room from your old place?
I got rid of a bunch of shit. I got rid of my desk because I was like, I don't want to work at home anymore. I want to have to go out.
Whoa, where do you go work at now?
Just coffee shops and stuff. I've been working at I've worked at a different place every day, but the best place I've worked is Kawa House.
Cow House.
It's near the shop and it's in the village.
The
you know?
shop?
Yeah.
If you want to catch Luke Davis, everybody, in the morning, go to Cow House. What
Yeah.
time? Tell me what time you'll be there.
Probably like 10 to 4.
10 or 4.
Yeah.
Go there. Ask him what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask him what he's working on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question. Have you ever mopped
Wait.
in your life?
Hold up.
Yeah.
You mopped?
Yeah. Have I?
Mopped in your old apartment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You do. I would
Okay.
do like
Who
water.
has ever mopped in his life?
I would do water.
I mop my mom's house. I don't mop here because you
didn't-
have the weird mechanisms.
I didn't mop before. I used to do like Swiffer, you know, but now I like, you know, I would do like, just water and then the dish soap and then a little bit of vinegar.
Because I've asked Josh, Alex, and Jack, and they're like,
Josh, Josh, I don't think he's ever picked up a mop in his life.
yeah, they were all like,
Joshua
what is
Green.
that? I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Josh does not clean. I don't know. Josh picks up, which is where I'm at. I pick up. I don't clean.
Yeah.
I pick up. I do the
I'm the
dishes.
same way. I don't
I pick up. I wipe down, and I mop. I
Yeah.
You did not mop.
how do you say broom?
and I mop. you forgot she was here.
No. I sweep. I almost said I broom.
Yeah.
And I sweep. Well, we're way over time here, man. And
Are we dragging?
the people listening,
But yeah, my life's all changed now.
you look healthier.
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Yeah. Thanks.
you're welcome.
You too.
For reals?
Yeah, your head looks smaller.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You got a
You got-
fucking bald head.
You got a little band in the key right there.
Damn it.
That's how you put it into that.
Well, Frankie wins. All right.
we spent 4th of July together here.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's for another time.
Yeah, that was really fun. And we watched a girl set off a Roman candle.
Oh, yeah.
That was
dude.
awesome.
So real quick, we're in the balcony. What are you doing? Oh yeah, here. These are your friends.
Oh, those are Renzo's?
yeah, your friend left his.
Oh, did you like Renzo?
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, he's
I
awesome.
don't know. I was fucked up.
He smoked
Uh,
like 3 joints on your roof and was still like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, people smoke weed
Yeah, I
and
don't
act
understand.
normal or crazy.
I don't understand it.
All right, that's it, everybody.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in to episode 149
149, I think.
of the Keep on Freaking Podcast.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Woo. Nice.
Are you calling me a racist?